Hey guys, welcome back to another video of commercial series part 2, where I will be decoding commercial issues within a company, commercial problems or acumen that you can learn very easily to implement in your own business. Why should you be listening to myself? That is because I have close to a decade's worth of experience as a commercial administrator, and I have worked on commercial projects within the construction and development industry, administering projects over $450 million. Now, enough about me, jumping into the video. In this video, we will be discussing the structure and the process a business should follow to maximize a huge amount of results. Now, keep in mind that this kind of structure that we're going to be talking about is valid for a small company or medium size. Obviously, the large size companies they build off the same sort of structure, but then they grow. As they grow, they get more positions within the company, and we will discuss why that is important and also the drawbacks at the same time. For a smaller business or for a sole proprietorship, you don't really need to be worried about this whole aspect of it. You can, as a sole proprietor, if anything, have all these aspects within yourself or between two partners for a business to get the best possible results. Now, moving on, let's get into it. Firstly, we'll be discussing two elements within this video, which is going to be structure and the process for a business or company to maximize their profitability. The first one would be having positions clarified. It is extremely important for a sole proprietor, for a partnership, or for a company, for people with 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, doesn't really matter. It's imperative to have every person within that company assigned with a position and have a list of roles and responsibility that they will be following, so there aren't any stuff ups along the way. It's, for example, having a business where you have clear roles defined and responsibilities defined will help the company expedite a particular process within a system. Having a system sorted and having a quick efficiency for that system, it gets quite easy. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you have positions within a company, having a system along with it will help you get things moving along way quicker and getting the processes done a lot quicker for a company to have done those things, those goals that you're achieving in that moment, in that project, quite efficiently and very easily. Second one would be hierarchy. It is also important to have within those positions a hierarchy established to understand exactly who will take or who will be making the last call or will be executing the issue in hand when it comes to it. Because a lot of the time what happens is that people do make certain decisions but don't have the ability to understand that who will be actually making the right call at the right time. That is because of the reason why you need to have a clear hierarchy, clearly defined, to have a expert in your team. So that means that within the structure of hierarchy, you need to have a expert who can take quick decisions, make fast and efficient decisions. At the end of the day, it's all about being as quick as possible for the decision to be made within the company and for the bill or the particular decision to be passed along to the company, so you can make a quick and fast response to the issue and resolve that issue, moving on to the next one, because that is what the cog in the machine is. Every time when you come to a business, there are issues that are pending or no one's taking the decisions because there aren't any clear, firstly defined positions, and there are within those positions no defined hierarchy. So it's important, it's imperative to have both of these things covered within it. Which brings us to the point of having a process that helps the company to have a quick escalation process. Having too many positions as well can be a drawback, because then you don't know exactly who, or having too many hierarchies can also cause issues, because it gets extremely hard for a person who is at a lower level to escalate it. How quickly it should be escalated, and obviously to who it should be escalated to, it should be clearly defined. And the less and the more direct positions and roles and responsibilities that are within that company, the quicker the escalation can take place, and hence the quicker the problem or the issue in hand can be resolved. The next point would be fallback, or what I call a fail-safe. Having the understanding that every company or every business will go through a process where they will have issues that as discussed previously, or they were discussed in multiple meetings and there was plans made but don't go always as we think they will. So that's why perhaps it's important to have a idea or a plan in place where you can have a fail-safe. So for example, if you were to bring a new product, if you're a new service within the market and you don't know exactly how it will be reacting amongst all the people and how you are meant to make any further decisions, you need to have a plan fail-safe in place so that you can then go back to that quickly drawing board and then make another plans to branch off to different areas so that you can quickly react to that, how market is reacting to your product or particular service, and then go from there. So it's important to have that in place, and like I said, that goes hand in hand with, again, efficiency. Efficiency is extremely important for any business or any company, because that is what gives you a quick resolution, and a quicker resolution will solve the problems quickly and you will be saving time. When you save time within a project, and I'm sure this will be within multiple industries, businesses, when you save time, you will be saving and making yourself a lot more margins and better results, better profitability will be made along the time. It will take you a little bit of time, but you will see those gains will compound over the months, years, and so forth. The next point is to have a clear understanding of two most important elements within a business, which are financial and commercial, which we are covering through all the videos, and operations. Now, operations can be different for every company, and every company runs differently, so you need to understand what exactly is the purpose of that business, of that product, of that service, to be able to provide the exact operational requirement for that company, business, product, services, etc. To understand that, you need to break down to the first principles to understand what do we serve, what are we trying to provide, and how are we going to divide the certain arms of the company to get the most amount of beneficial response to our service and product. The second one would go hand in hand with operation, which is financial and commercial. It is important to have both of these issues to work together hand in hand to understand that yes, this is operational responsibilities and we need this sum of money to fulfill those operational responsibilities. If those operational issues are resolved with that sum of money, great, and you're making money, even better, and you're making better margins, that's the best case scenario. But if there aren't, then you need to go back to the drawing board and understand exactly what the issue is, which is where all these three elements that we just discussed and towards our structure and towards our processes will come in place to understand, quickly resolve it, to quickly escalate it to the right position and to the right hierarchy, make a decision, and then again go back into the market with that sum of money and try to get the best possible result for your company at the time. The most important process or structure for any company would be synergistic alliance. Synergistic alliance means that every person within that business or company is to put the exact input that is required within their roles and responsibilities and their positions and their hierarchy to get the most and the best kind of output. For example, for a car company, there are multiple moving parts, the design, the budgets, the manufacturing, the shipping, the logistic of it, and now tariffs in some cases in some countries. So you need to be able to understand every department, every silo within that company business needs to work together to understand that wherever we can save money, where we can make the best product without compromising the quality of it and the safety of your people around it, which is also very important, will again then result into maximizing the input to get the increased output, which will again increase your profitability and your margins. Margins are the most important things, and margins are built by squeezing every single element within your company. Every single department, every single aspect of it needs to have some level of contribution towards that margin, whether that be quality, whether that be safety, whether that be monetary. All these three elements, three departments need to be functioned in a way to optimize the most efficient way of running that business. That's what's going to increase your margins, increase your profitability, and will provide you with the best sort of results that you're looking for. For this video, this was a quick just brief into what structure and processes are meant to be. If you're obviously wanting to know more, I will be issuing newsletters or some sort of logbook which will show you exactly the process of how you can maximize those things. And if you are interested in it, just send me an email and I will be able to email that to yourself, or just DM me on my Instagram. You've got methodology, and I'll see you within the next video. Thanks for watching.